All right, first step, we're going to add, I'm going to try and keep my hand out of this. I'm going to add some milk. Actually, I'm going to add the rest of that milk. I'm going to add some olive oil. Remember, I don't measure anything. And we're just going to add the rest of that because you know what? It's going to be the whole, you're going to see it. It's going to be a great jig. And we're going to do some salt. It's going to be a big recipe. So, and we're going to add the Italian seasoning right now. And that's so it can, and again, it looks like a lot. It's about 2 tablespoons. I'm using the rest of this bag. I wish I had more, to be honest with you. And I'm going to save the garlic for after. Okay. And I do want to add the oats now. And remember, again, I don't measure anything. I got to keep saying it, but I want to put about 1.5 cups. Oh, 2.5 cups. 2.5 cups. And I know that looks disgusting and all that, but you know what? This is what I use. Oh, by the way, the potatoes, the orb potatoes, let's turn that down as low as it'll go. It's the orb potatoes, so, and I'm leaving the skins on, you know, I figure. You know, a little bit of extra fiber. My hand's probably affecting the focus. You know, when you're doing a video like this and you're all by yourself, you kind of got to deal with what you got. I got to make sure that that all gets nice and combined. Okay, so this is step 1 to making almost gluten-free. Almost gluten-free. Because, of course, you know, gluten's everywhere. Just trying to mix the potatoes. Okay, I'm going to turn up the speed a bit. You know, with all that extra fiber with the skins, I'm telling you, there's no way you can make a mistake with this recipe. Unless I burn out my mixer. My poor mixer's trying to mix this up. Alright, so there's step 1. Potatoes, well, you saw the ingredients. I don't even remember. Alright, I'm going to call that a quit right there. And that's good. And then step 2 is coming up. Alright, part 2. So what we have here are eggs and yeast. And I'm going to add the gluten-free mix. That's where it came from right here. And we're going to pour that whole bag in. And now, if you look at the ingredients or the instructions, it says add 2 eggs. There's some oil and stuff like that. I don't need to add that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the whole bag. Put that in there. And I'm going to add some pancake mix. Just about that much. It's about 1.5 tablespoons. Now here's where my garlic powder comes in. Oh, you're saying that's a lot of garlic. I've never put too much garlic. And I'm going to add, now here's why it's, or another reason why it's partly gluten-free. I'm going to add some flour. I'm probably going to add more than that. But we're going to start there. And remember about that yeast I talked about, like I had some yeast on the eggs? I had some yeast that expired in 2018 and I thought, I'm going to see if it works. I think it worked. I think it worked. It looks like a cappuccino. But that's a yeast explosion, to be honest. We're going to add that. And now we're going to start one-handed mixing. I got to get ready because I think there's going to be more moisture needed. And the next thing I'm going to add is the potatoes. Now this thing, I have to do one-handed. I mean, I got to put the phone down. So I'm going to add that potato mixture that I made to that mixture that I'm making. And I got to put the phone down to do that. And then I'm going to try and do it one-handed. It's just a big blob. Oh, this is gonna be a big dough, man. Oh, it smells good. I wish there was smell-o-vision because this smells good. All right, let's show you what that looks like so far. Here we go. So I put that blob of, turn the phone around if you want people to see it. And now I'm going to try and mix it. Now, here's the problem I'm going to probably have. I might need more flour. Remember I put a half cup in there? Because what I need to make sure is that I do end up with a dough. Oh, the potatoes are still warm. Like, really warm. Like, so warm it's hard for me to do what I'm doing. And yeah, you know what? I should use gloves. I admit that. You know, people that use bare hands. I washed my hands really well. I got all those dead skin cells off. But, you know. And then I'm just going to mix it. I'm going to let my hands burn a little bit. It's okay. Let me tell you, it's hot. And what I'm doing... Well, all you do right now at this point is combine the ingredients. And I can go by the smell in the room, if I need to add more. Well, I know I wish I had more Italian seasoning, to be honest with you. Because this is going to be a massive dough. It's probably going to explode in my fridge, to be honest. Okay, it's going to be a fluid dough, like the last dough I made there was a fluid dough. You don't need to knead it. It just kneads itself. Oh, that's coming along really well. I'm comfortable with what I'm seeing right now and feeling. The temperature's gone down enough that I don't have to worry about burning myself. And that's my dough right there. It's almost completely at the texture and the feeling that I want and the way that I'll be able to roll it out in the pizza tomorrow. I'm making the dough tonight and then I put it in the fridge. And I'll show you that because I'm going to tell you something. It's going to change. This dough is going to change. Alright, so all I'm going to do right now is just keep mixing it like I'm doing right now. Except I'll be able to use two hands because I'm going to put the phone down. I might add a little more flour. I don't know yet. Let's find out. I'll let you know. If I do anything else to this dough other than what I'm doing right now, mixing, I'll let you know. Alright? Alright, so what I did add is a little bit more flour to be able to clean my hands a little bit. And now the last step before I put it in the fridge is I'm going to put some olive oil around the edges. And I'm just going to turn it into itself. One-handed. All I'm doing right now is to get that olive oil on the outside of the dough. All right. I want this to be shiny tomorrow morning because that's when I do the next step. Okay, and then turn it over and do the same thing. I just want that olive oil to soak into the outside. Don't need it to go on the inside. Just need it to stay on the outside. And yeah, if you see those dark spots, that's just the skins. You know what? That's just going to be awesome. I am not worried about biting into a potato skin when I bite into my pizza. Alright, that's good right there. And all I'm going to do right now is put saran wrap over top of this container. I don't need to do anything else, really. Like I said, piece of saran wrap. And I'm going to put it in the fridge. And then tomorrow morning is the next step. All right.